An early Peacehaven resident, Commander Davenport, Royal Navy, realised the town lay on the Greenwich Meridian, and after talks with the local council, it was agreed to mark the exit of the line at Peacehaven. Erected at a cost of £400, the monument was unveiled in August 10, 1935, then moved in the 60s due to cliff erosion and coastal defence works. Well, the boat's been put away for winter, so we thought we'd go for a walk from Peacehaven to Seaford Head and list some of the wrecks that have gone ashore between the two. Drink tea and see if there's anything else of interest on the way. The Salisbury was a smuggling vessel that ran so close to shore that her bowsprit touched the cliff. The smugglers managed to save most of the tea, but had to abandon the spirits to the revenue officers and the country people who arrived in great numbers. The excise officer at Newhaven seized sufficient goods to earn himself £200 and wounded a number of wreckers with his broadsword in doing so. The captain of the Salisbury, before he left the vessel, set fire to her, but the crew put the fire out since they were not ready to leave. On leaving, they again set fire to the cutter, but this then was extinguished by the people of Newhaven. However, in the evening at low water, the crew returned and yet again set their vessel on fire when she was totally destroyed.
But this is where we think the Brazen went ashore, or foundered. So yeah, let's have a look at the Brazen video.
Let's go back down again.
Yeah, all right.
Where did you get that time?
184.
Must have not 193. Go and have another go.
You go and do it then. You go and double check. Well, what'd you get?
185. Well, you go and have a look. What'd you get?
I don't know, I lost count.
I'll have another go. St Austell, a Cornish sloop, Captain Walter Colmer from East Looe in Cornwall, laden with oats, barley and sundry other articles of merchandise, was driven ashore near this place, and some time afterwards dashed to pieces. The captain and crew, 4 in number, quitted the wreck in time to save themselves, but a young couple who could not be prevailed upon to leave the vessel perished. The lady, who was niece to Lord Courtenay, some time after the sloop struck, presented herself in a situation which, if possible, added horror to the scene. for she appeared suspended by the heels in the rigging which had entangled her till the wreck went to pieces and the merciless ocean overwhelmed her and she was no more seen. The captain says, "So averse was Mr. Giles, for that was his name, who perished, to leaving the wreck, that after he got safe to land, the captain, he lashed himself to a rope and swam again to the wreck, and having boarded her, fastened a rope around Mrs. Giles for the purpose of having her hauled onto land. But her husband immediately cast it off again and exclaimed, 'My dear Bella, don't leave me.' Mr. Giles's body has been since found and was yesterday evening interred in Newhaven churchyard. Diligent search was made after the body of Mrs. Giles that she might be buried with her husband, but without effect. A melancholy accident attended the above wreck from the land. A young man, a blacksmith who worked for Mr. Faulkner at the Hodden and had consented to be let down the cliff 140 feet high to assist the persons in saving their lives from the wreck, had the misfortune to lose his own life owing to the rope breaking as he was hauled up again, when he fell to the bottom and was dashed to pieces.
Now I don't think he wanted to do that. I want to go up in that chute, be full of holes now. There's a Coast Watch station. We're going to go and knock on the door because Jamie says you can knock on the door and go and have a look around, so we'll see if that's true.
So we get a cup of tea.
Yeah, a nice cup of tea, that'd be nice. But they might just tell us to bugger off.
Be more interesting than trying to get a parachute at the brambles.
that's right. Just in case somebody does.
What's that, Matt?
Are we allowed to? Are these gentlemen allowed to film in here?
They can take pictures out the window, but they can't film any.
Oh, I'll film.
Pictures of any equipment.
Right.
I've never. Audio.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yes.
Keep going up. You're all right. Yes. Picture, like you said, pictures out the window.
Yeah, right.
Fine, but video and stuff like that. It's a bit sensitive. So welcome to New Haven Watchtower. Jeff here and I both on currently 3 hours watch. And what we basically do is we monitor radios for the Coast Guard, rescue services, and our own NCI channel. And as you probably saw, we were keeping an eye on yourselves and the paragliders. We log boats or vessels in and out of New Haven Port, and so helps the Coast Guard if anything goes wrong. You see what I mean?
Yep.
And yeah, so we here watch roughly 400 nautical miles of water. We have a lot of equipment, so we have a radar.
Yeah.
Normally we'd see a lot better. These binoculars, these are new because we've just been redone. We would probably be able to see from here to at least Beachy Head, the pub at Beachy Head.
Oh yeah, right.
We've seen from there and out to the fishing lanes, but
Yeah.
as you can see, the weather is a bit ropey to say the least.
I believe this is the bridge that used to go over to the fort. Not the main entrance, but one of them. Used to be able to get across it. All gone now. Yeah. Yeah, that's the moat. We can probably get down there, can't we? Or should we take the sensible route? We're taking the slippery route. The old tunnels used to be able to get into the fort. Huh? They're all blocked up now, aren't they?
Pigeons.
Yeah, you used to be able to get into all these places, they were never bricked up. Yeah, that place you used to be able to get into. Nothing in it. Big crack in it, ain't got long left, does it? Looks like they're having some work done. Yeah, that's the main entrance. Well, it's taken them a while, but they're actually dredging the marina. So where do you think he's going?
About here, I need a cup of tea.
Cup of tea?
Yeah.
Come on then. Are you sure you want a cup of tea?
Just pop in here first.
Oh, well.
This is where they keep all the tea.
Oh, that sort of tea. That's my kind of tea. Lovely cup of tea. Cheers.
Lovely brew.
Mmm.
Bit of monkey food.
Only New Haven would have a monument to Ho Chi Minh.
In December 1809, 7 ships led by the Harlequin went to pieces on Seaford beach. This book was published by J. Baxter of Lewis and is a first-hand account of events by one of the sailors of the Harlequin. Everything I've been able to find out about the wrecking comes from this account. The Lans of Lloyd's Shipwreck Index fame reference it in their book. Kendall in Dive Sussex does as well. All other reports at the time appear to use the same information that appears in this book at a later date. In 1923, a chap called Arthur Beckett wrote a piece for the paper in which he copied the text almost word for word from the book, but changed the text to make it easier to read for a 1923 audience. I did find a letter sent by a young officer on board the Harlequin to his parents, and I'm guessing this is who J. Baxter tracks down and got the full story from. Shipwreck of the Harlequin. Extract of a letter from a young officer who suffered shipwreck in the Harlequin hired armed ship on Thursday the 7th, off Seaford, addressed to his parents. No doubt you have before this time heard of our misfortune and wondered at not hearing from me. We were all in a wretched condition and should have been much worse had it not been for the activity and generosity of the officers of the 81st Regiment, whose conduct I shall always remember with gratitude. We sailed, as you know, from Plymouth Sound on Tuesday afternoon with a fair wind, having a convoy of 27 still under our care. We continued with a fair wind all the way, not having more of it than we could wish for. I have seen the papers which give a very incorrect statement of the melancholy affair. We struck about 4 o'clock on Thursday morning when most of us were in our hammocks, but we were very soon upon deck and cut away the masts thinking we might get off. But as the tide was flowing in, our efforts for the purpose were unavailing. Little did we think at the time we were so near the shore. All of us thought we had struck on a rock, and we immediately fired our guns and burnt blue lights till all were expended. Yet the convoy continued to follow us, and 6 of them struck. The rest hauled their wind and got safe off. Those on shore soon went to pieces. Ours being the first vessel that struck, and nearest the shore, we lost only 2 lives, but many poor souls belonging to the other vessels perished, amounting in the whole to 40. Such a wreck is scarcely to be remembered. I was washed off 3 times, once with a child in my arms, which a lieutenant had left on board with its mother, both of whom I ultimately succeeded in getting to the shore, though with much difficulty, as we were the last on the rock. I need not enter more into the detail of this melancholy affair, the London papers having already furnished you with the particulars.
Do you want another cup of tea?
Tell you what, I'm gasping.
Yeah, I'm gasping for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Been a long way today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's well, I think we've earned a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy. There's a little cafe. Hope it's open. Doesn't look very open.
Open on it.
Is it? Must be then.
I'll have a look for you.
Tea time. Hello.
What else do we have?
Tea, you want it, right?
How's your tea?
It's a bit stewed.
Oh, that's a lovely cup of tea. Nice tea?
I loved it. It's nice.
Oh.
It's a bit stewed. It's a bit dark, but it was
lovely
all
cup
right.
of
Went
tea.
down okay.
Good stuff. Yeah. Oh, let's crack on with this walk.
Don't see any crocodiles.
Harbour Tavern, am I remembering that right? I'm sure it's called the Harbour Tavern. I only went in it a couple of times. Surprised it's still standing, but maybe it's a listed building now. What a shame. I don't know, but I would expect that someone's done some urban exploring in this place. I'll have to have a look, see if there's a video, and I'll link it in the description. The only memory I've got of going in this place must have been back in, I don't know when it's shut, but I must have gone in there back in the 80s, and my only memory of going in there, went in there as a darts night, and you couldn't see like more than 2 foot in front of you because of the smoke. You ain't going to get any tea in there.
Waiting for a train. I don't want to walk anymore. Yeah, on the right hand side. Stick your hang your cock out to the driver. No, it's not in there, is it? I can hear what I'm saying, can't you?
The Arthur Leary left Gravesend on the 1st of the 11th and reached the Downs at 3 p.m. on the 3rd and anchored. Captain Collingridge left her for some reason unstated and gave the mate, William Owen, a paper of written instructions as how to proceed to Lisbon, explaining that he would rejoin the ship there. She remained in the Downs until the 6th, when she beat down channel in hazy weather and a moderate wind. By this time the newly appointed master was helplessly drunk, and so continued with only 1 or 2 hazy intervals of consciousness until the ship struck. The navigation of the ship had become the responsibility of John Bigmore, who was only 20 years old, had shipped as boatswain although having less than 3 years sea time experience and no certificate. He was incompetent to navigate, and at 2 p.m. on the 8th the cabin passengers urged him to put into Newhaven and report Owen to the owner. She was anchored and coastguards came aboard to assist, but her chain parted and she drove ashore to become a total wreck.
When I was a lad, this used to be this used to be yeah, it used to be railways down here, and we used to have the tracks, and there used to be a load of old station wagons here for years and years. Taking the tracks out, the wagons are long gone. Yeah, I think this was all the this was the hangar, and these were the where the sliding doors were for the front of the hangar. These rails. I think, I've not looked any of this up, this is just from memory, so I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Maybe that bit wasn't it, but they look like rails. Let's go over here. Is this more raily? Yeah, this looks a bit more like rails. Now I'm pretty sure that's what it was. These were the hangar doors. I'll have to put some links in the description and see if I've got this right. Have a quick look at the sea.
The construction site was on the beach at Newhaven, near where the ferry leaves for Dieppe. Here, the inner tower is almost complete. So too is the shell of the cabin, with the 25-ton tower made in the Gray's yard of Christiani Nielsen placed in position. The job was done. A permanent, different lighthouse in the English Channel. The new light, the electronic aids, and the fog signal that will blast its warning for 5 miles.
Tug bringing in the top of the Sovereign Light vessel house.
Hopefully the door's open. Once you come up this ladder, if this door's open, Jim's gonna he's gonna go up the top. He's gonna practice on that platform there. When he's had a couple of goes, he's going up. He's gonna go right off the top.
Is he now?
Righty, Jim. Basildon Bond would do it.
Probably not, no. No, he wouldn't. Basildon Bond.
Basildon Bond would. Basildon Bond wouldn't be scared.
He's not that stupid. That's why he wouldn't even contemplate.
Right, Jim. What's that?
Oh, it smells a bit ropey, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh, it stinks. Can't get out there. Good. Right, let's go down the quick way.
How much further? We're not there yet then. I want some more tea. I'm getting thirsty again.
I don't know, when's the next cafe? When's the next tea stop?
Well,
Buckle's not there anymore, that's long gone, isn't it? Beachcomber's long gone. The Wellington will be the next stop. Oh yeah, of
Bloody scallywag. Can't take him anywhere.
But where did... I'm not falling for that one.
There you go. We've recorded this before, and if you look on our videos for, I don't know. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you look on our videos, it's got a golden find. And it's all about the cannons that were recovered from this spot here. Just out there. Right, the light's going. I think we better go and get another cup of tea quick.
Yeah.
Let's crack on.
The Mary Davies was a schooner on a voyage from Portland to London with a cargo of Portland stone. She attempted to enter Newhaven Harbour during an onshore gale, but commenced to leak so badly that her captain decided to run her ashore between the Martello Tower and Seaford Head. Her crew were all rescued by Breach's Buoy, and the survivors being liberally treated by the members of the Seaford Fox Hunt, who were on the hill overlooking the wreck, handing over their hip flasks. The vessel went to pieces within 45 minutes, but some of her cargo of stone was later used to build the Surrey Convalescence Home at Blatchington. I couldn't find any references to the Seaford Fox Hunts helping the survivors, or that some of the cargo of the stone being used to build the Surrey Convalescent Home. Both stories are told in Lloyd's Shipwreck Index and reference Kendall's Dive Sussex. He doesn't reference where he got the stories from though. That doesn't mean it's not true, it just means I can't find them. But it's quite likely that the stone was used in the convalescent home though, as it would have been being built at the same time that the ship wrecked. The convalescent home opened in 1891 and it stood right where the road now connects Newhaven and Seaford.
Poor old boy's had enough, look, he needs a lift. Can't make it anymore. He's had new bits fitted and everything. He's got a new heart. Drinking too much beer, I reckon. He'll be alright when he's had some more tea. Come on, we're going to get some more tea. Oh, look, that's perked him up.
100-mile trip to launch your new boat, and then the outboard leaks fuel and bursts into flames. They threw some water on it, but that spread the flames about, so luckily they weren't too far out and run for the beach. But being a sloping beach with a slight swell hitting it, it just swamped the boat. But on a plus, that did put the fire out.
Seaford Hotel. I know it's like they were like the boundary for the gardens and shit like that. Hotels are really fun. Well, we've made it. So, do you need a cup of tea? Let's go and get a cup of tea. Let's go. Down the welly.
Yeah, right.
Oh. It's nice to get down for a nice cup of tea, isn't it?
You know what, I think they stewed mine again too much. That's about 2 tea bags in it.
Oh, no. They seem to do mine all right.
Tastes alright though.
Yeah, chin chin.
Yeah, cool.